BYJU'S Exam Prep CAT and MBA, your one-stop solution for all MBA exams related questions. Watch unique strategies to ace CAT, XAT, SNAP, IIFT, TISNET, CMAT and other important MBA entrance exams. Tips and tricks to boost score, subject-wise and chapter-wise sessions, previous year's questions, exam-related update and notifications, live exam analysis and actual questions discussion. So why wait? Subscribe to BYJU'S Exam Prep, CAT and MBA YouTube channel and press the bell icon to stay updated.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Good afternoon to all of you. Good afternoon Gaurav Sinha. Good afternoon Razib. Very good afternoon and good afternoon to all other people who have joined us for this session. I hope I'm audible and visible to each one of you. Can you all hear me? Can you all see me? I hope that's all okay. No problem should be there. Hi Vishwakarma, good afternoon. So please confirm it once to me that everything is fine. You all are able to hear me and see me. So after that, we'll start with our class today. So we've been running this series of Mission CAT 2022, score 99 percentile in Quant and DI simultaneously. So the last Thursday, the session was on DI. Today we again have Quant. So we keep taking Quant and DI alternately on all these days. And I'm sure that you all know what exactly do we do here. But for the new people, let me just tell you, we take up the actual questions from previous year papers of CAT, XAT, IFT and all. And we discuss the best possible solution that we should be doing during the exam time. Through that, if we are able to understand some concept, okay, better. Otherwise, of course, we will just discuss about the type of questions and the methods through which we can make it slightly easy for us. So, good afternoon to Subhendu, good afternoon Vijay, Lizo, Nuzra, very good afternoon and good afternoon Sujit. So, good afternoon again to all of you. I think we can start with our session now. So, today what topic I have taken? As you all know, we have been taking some different topic every time in every class. Okay, so today's topic would be time, speed and distance. Again, if you remember, in part 5 we discussed questions from time, speed and distance only. So I'm taking that again today. Of course, there is one single reason for it, that TSD has been the major area in arithmetic from which the questions would be coming. So you can say time, speed and distance and time and work together, they make around if not more, around 40% of the arithmetic section. Okay, arithmetic section alone is 40-45% of the complete QA section. Usme se bhi 40% is TSD and time and work. So therefore we can say it's an important topic for all of us. Okay everyone, I think we can start with it now. Good afternoon Amit, good afternoon Aniket. So let's start with the first question here, and the question is here on your screen now. A question from CAT 2020 slot 1. So please answer this. After that, we'll do it together. Good afternoon, Om. So you just try it by the method that you generally do these questions, and then we'll try to do some nice method of doing this question. Though looks like my internet is not very stable today, but whenever you feel a problem, please let me know about it. Om has got the answer as D. Swagat has got the answer as B. Amit has got the answer as C. Oh God. So first three answers are all different. Gaurav says U5. Probably you're trying to say 75. Yes, 75. That is D again. Okay. So I think we can start doing the question. Let's start. Okay. Good afternoon, Suraj. Two persons are walking beside a railway track at respective speeds of 2 and 4 km per hour in the same direction. I would have told you one thing in the last class as well, that when we talk about time, speed and distance based questions, the best part about them is that you can visualize them in your practical life, right? The way it is going on in your real life. That's the best part of it. So you can visualize it. If you can visualize it, put it on the copy as well. So two people, let us say this is one person who is moving at a speed of 2 km per hour, and there is other person who is moving at a speed of 4 km per hour. He says they both are going in the same direction. He says a train coming from behind and crossed them in 90 and 100 seconds respectively. So a train is coming from behind. Let us say this is the train, which is coming at what speed we don't know. Let us say the speed is x km per hour. So it crosses one person in 90 seconds, the other person in 40 seconds. In 100 seconds. So when a train crosses a person, I hope you all would have done this. In that case, the train actually covers its own length. If you look into the camera, I can say this is the person whose length is negligible. This is the train. Actually, the train only covers its own length. This is what we call the train crossing a person. So in the first case, when the answer is 90 seconds, we are saying, let us assume length of the train is L, which is to be covered at a speed of x minus 2. Why x minus 2? Speed of train is x, speed of person is 2, relative speed is x minus 2. L is covered at a speed of x minus 2. अब अगर ये दोनों किलोमीटर्स पर आवर में ले रहा हूं मैं, so my answer should be in hours, that is 90 seconds divided by 3600. Sir, it makes it hours. Similarly, the second one, then the second person is covered, it is L divided by x minus 4, it is equal to 100 seconds divided by 3600, that makes it hours. Question is, what is the time taken by the train to cross an electric post? So an electric post is to be covered by the train. In that case, the train would be covering its own length at its own speed. Electric post की तो speed होती ही नहीं है. So it is L by x, and this is what the question is asking you. So of course, using these two equations, I will find out the value of x and L. I can put them here, and by putting it, I will get the answer. This is definitely one of the ways of doing this question, though not the method that I would be discussing, but this is the general method of solving the question. So before I discuss about the shortcut of it, I would just wanted to know that yes, you know, length is to be traveled at this speed, and this is how a train covers a particular point or a person or any electric post or something. So very good afternoon to Dhirendra, Somnath and Harika as well. So I hope this general method is clear to everyone. So now I'll move on to the other method. Let's straight away start talking about it. Important point is, in all the cases, the train has to cover its own length. In all the cases, the train has to cover its own length. So what is the other method that I can apply? See, when the distance is same, that is the length of the train, when it is covered at a speed of x minus 2, the time taken by the train is 90 seconds. When it is covered at a speed of x minus 4, the time taken by the train is 100 seconds. And question is asking, when the train is covering at a speed of x, what is the time taken? This is what the question is asking you. Let's call it t. Okay. You can use proportionality here, right? We know that ratio of speeds is inverse of the ratio of time, so that ways it can be done. Let me talk about that first. उसके बाद एक और shortcut इसी question में आपको समझाऊंगा. By proportionality, I would say the ratio of the two times is 9:10. So the ratio of two speeds should be 10:9. The ratio of two speeds should be 10:9. Now 10 and 9, they differ by only 1, whereas x minus 2 and x minus 4, they differ by 2. So to make this as 2, I have to double it. So I can say this speed is equal to 20 and this speed is equal to 18. This speed is equal to 20 and this speed is equal to 18. I repeat, ratio of speed is inverse of ratio of time. Time का ratio है 9/10, ratio of speed should be 10 and 9, but 10 और 9 में difference है 1 का, but x minus 2 और x minus 4 में there is a difference of 2. If you want the difference of 1 to be 2, you have to double it, so they will become 20 and 18. So x minus 2 is 20, x minus 4 is 18. So what is x? Can I say x is equal to 22? X is equal to 22, and from here I'll again get t now. Look at these two speeds. The speeds are in a ratio of 22 is to 20. It should be inverse of the ratio of time, and that should be 90 divided by t. So I can say t is equal to 1800 divided by 22, or it is equal to 900 divided by 11. When you solve it, this will come out to be very close to 82. So therefore my answer is option B. 82 is the nearest possible option that could have been there. It's a question of CAT 2020, slot 1. I hope this is clear now. Hello Star Platinum. Hello Vicky. Good afternoon. Hey you. Sir, grade up CAT classes plus L1, L2 chapter wise tests are enough to get 99.5 plus percentile from now. See, there is a not general solution for general answer for this question. It depends on a lot of factors. But I would just say one thing: more you practice, better you are. It's as simple as this. Is this solution clear to everyone? I'm sure that all of you have understood this solution. There is no doubt about it. I'll talk about one more solution which can make your job a little bit easy. So let's come to that one now. The other one is, look at these three speeds. I'm saying that forget about everything which I have written in the magenta color. So look at these three speeds. Can I say these three speeds, they are in an AP series? Jaldi bataiye. Can we say that these three speeds, they are in AP series? X, x minus 2, x minus 4. So ये AP series चल रही है ना? So x, x minus 2, x minus 4, they are in AP series. If they are in AP series, then I know that they are inverse of each other, right? Speed and time, they are inversely proportional to each other. So if speed and time are inversely proportional to each other, just a second, looks like my pen stopped working. हाँ जी. So if they are inversely proportional, what is inverse of AP? Inverse of AP is HP. So these three should be in HP series. And if three numbers are in HP series, the middle number is called their harmonic mean. So 90 is their harmonic mean. Harmonic mean is given by 2 into A into B divided by A plus B. 2 into A into B divided by A plus B, and this also will give you the answer as T as 900 by 11 आएगा फिर से, which is approximately 82. The good part about this is you do not have to calculate these values for getting the answer. You can straight away get this, that if the speeds are in AP, the time would be in HP. If the time are in AP, the speeds would be in HP. And if three numbers are in HP series, so what I have used in the end is that if ABC are in HP series, B is called their harmonic mean, and the harmonic mean is given by 2AC by A plus C, which is what I have used here to get this question. Okay, the middle number is the harmonic mean, which is twice of A into C divided by A plus C. So these are the three methods you can use to answer this question. That was question number 1. We have spent a lot of time on this, but I'm sure that you would have learned a new concept over here. So we'll move on to the next one now, that is question number 2. Here is question number 2 on your screen now. That is again an actual question of CAT. I would like to see some answers before I start solving it. Yash has got C option, that is 450. Mamta has got C. Okay, Mamta. Yash and Mamta, they both got the answer as C. Yes, I think we can start doing it now. The question says, in a car race, car A beats B by 45 kilometers, B beats C by 50 kilometers, and A beats C by 90 kilometers, the distance over which the race has been conducted. These are actual questions of CAT. And when they are actual questions of CAT, so by doing these questions, I am sure that you must be getting this confidence that, okay, the exam is not that difficult. Probably the questions are not that difficult as we are assuming. If you look at these questions, they are from the basic level of TSD that you study. When you study linear races, of course, this is the first type of question that you study over there. So I'm sure that you must get a confidence by these, that okay, we can also do it. This is not something which is very difficult. Yes, I will try to give you a better solution of this question as well. So in a car race, A beats B by 45, B beats C by 50, and A beats C by 90. What is the distance over which the race has been conducted? This distance is not given to us, right? So of course, one way is I can assume this distance as x. So he says A beats B by 45. So can I say when A covers x, B covers x minus 45? B beats C by 50. That means when B covers x, then C covers x minus 50. And A beats C by 90. So A beats C by 90. That means when A covers x, C covers x minus 90. Now from this first ratio and the last ratio, when A covers x, B covers x minus 45. When A covers x, C covers x minus 90. Can I say that B is to C is x minus 45 is to x minus 90? Because in both of them A is same, that is x. So when A has covered x, B has covered x minus 45. When A has covered x, C has covered x minus 90. So basically when B covers x minus 45, C covers x minus 90. Now the ratio of B and C is this. The ratio of B and C is also this. So from here I can say x divided by x minus 45 is equal to x minus 50 divided by x minus 90. By solving these equations, I can get the value of x, and the value of x will come out to be 450, and that 450 is your answer. This 450 is your answer. So the answer for the question is option C, that is correct. So Yashashai, Mamta and Vicky, all of them got the answer as correct, but I see that today very less people are there and very less people are answering. I hope that more people would answer in the upcoming questions. There would be more interaction from your side, more participation. So let me give you another solution of this question, and that is good solution if you look at it. And such questions have appeared in other CAT exams as well. Of course, not only in CAT, in the other exams as well. So this method now that I'm going to talk about is important for you to understand. It is going to make your job easy. yes विकी कर सकते हैं, जैसा विकी बोल रहे हैं a by b into b by c, a by c से इक्वेट कर सकते हैं क्या? डेफिनेटली कर सकते हैं. That will also give you the right answer, Vicky. Okay. The other solution, the logical one that I'm telling you. Let us say this is the length of the race. And can I say initially all A, B, C are together, right? In a race, there's a basic assumption that all the people, they start running from the same point. सारे एक ही point से भागना शुरू करते हैं. Now he says that in a car race, car A beats car B by 45 kilometers. Car B beats C by 50 and C beats A beats C by 90. The distance over which the car race has been conducted. Now total distance मुझे पता नहीं, but whatever this distance is, I have made it here. Let us assume ये जो दिख रहा है हमें सामने ये distance ही है. He says when A reached the finish line, he beats B by 45. So can I say that B was here, that was 45 kilometers behind him, and A beats C by 90. So at that time C was 90 behind A. So can I say C was another 45 behind B? I hope this is clear to all of you. ठीक है, ये बोल सकते हैं हम लोग यहाँ पे A beats B by 90 and A beats B by 45 and A beats C by 90. तो जब A finish line पे पहुंचा तब B 45 पीछे था and C was 90 behind him. So basically C was another 45 behind B. Okay. He says B beats C by 50 meters. So when B was here, right, then C was 50 behind him. Now these are the two things that you have to look at. This and this. The point is, at this stage B is 45 ahead of C. At this stage B is 50 ahead of C. So can I say the gap between them increased by 5? Is that right, everyone? The gap between them, which was 45, has become 50. इसका सीधा मतलब ये हुआ the gap between them increased by 5. To increase this gap by 5, can I say B had to run 45? Because B was here, and when B ran this 45 more, by that time the gap between them became 50. So when B ran 45, of course C would have ran 5 kilometers less. So therefore the gap between them increased by 5. You can say for a gap of 5, B had to run 45, right? So when B finished the race, there was a gap of 50. If for a gap of 5 B had to run 45, can I say for this gap of 50 B had to run 450? That means the length of the race was 450. So C option is the correct answer for us. I hope you understood this solution and you liked it as well. Please do press the like button अगर आपको ये ठीक लगा है तो, because I find it purely logical, right? No variables involved in this question. मैं एक बार फिर बोल दे रहा हूं that there was a stage जब हमने देखा B was 45 ahead of C. Then there was a stage जब रेस खत्म हुई B was 50 ahead of C. I saw that B ran 45 in this time. To run 45, B saw that the gap increased by 5. So you can say for a gap of 5 B had to run 45. But in the complete race, the gap was 50. अगर 5 के gap के लिए he had to run 45, so for a gap of 50 he would have run 450. So by that logic I can say the length of the race is equal to 450. This is also one of the nice solutions that you can give to this particular question. Okay, without any variable, without doing anything else, we just visualize the problem, made it on the screen, and by that we got the answer. I am sure that now you have got clear now. Sir 45 90 का मल्टीपल आंसर हो सकता है क्या? नहीं सूरज, आई मीन देयर इज नो लॉजिक फॉर दैट कि 45 और 90 का मल्टीपल होना चाहिए. 45 और 90 का गैप था उनके बीच में, so we can't say it has to be a multiple of those for sure. Okay, Om, I have already explained it again. I am sure that you have understood it. So I'll move forward to the next question. That is question number 3. But unfortunately today the likes are very less. I don't know why. Less people are there, less likes are there as well. Not many people have joined today. Question number 3 is on your screen now. Let me have some answer before I start doing it. And now I'll be straight away talking about the shortcuts of these questions rather than doing the general solution. अच्छा, सो रहे हैं सब आज दोपहर को ही? No answer yet? I think we can start doing it now. So the question is, Anil, Sunil and Ravi run along a circular path of length 3 kilometers, starting from the same point at the same time and going in the clockwise direction. So they are running in the clockwise direction, and 3 kilometers is the length of the track. If they run at speeds of 15, 10 and 8 km per hour, how much distance in kilometers will Ravi have run when Anil and Sunil meet again for the first time at the starting point? I'll give you a good solution of this question, so pay attention and ask me whenever you have a question here. See, the point is, when would two people meet for the first time at the starting point? When would two people meet for the first time at the starting point? कब होता है ऐसा when two people meet at the starting point? Okay. So, two people meet at the starting point. We can get to know about this directly by the ratio of their speeds. कैसे? Here when I talk about Anil and Sunil, the ratio of their speeds is 15 is to 10, which means 3 is to 2, which tells you in the time Anil completes 3 rounds, in the same time Sunil completes 2 rounds. In the time Anil completes 3 rounds, Sunil completes 2 rounds. And this 3 and 2 is telling you the first time when Anil and Sunil have completed an integral number of rounds. Because 15 और 10 में तो मैं ये नहीं कह सकता ना, when A has completed 15, Sunil has completed 10. But उसके पहले भी ऐसा कभी ना कभी हुआ होगा that they both would have completed an integral number of rounds, right? Because when A would have completed 6, Sunil would have completed 4. When A would have completed 9, Sunil would have completed 6. A would have completed 12, Sunil would have completed 9. तो बहुत बार ऐसा होता है 12 and 8. But here when I say 3 is to 2, तो 3 is to 2 से पहला ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ होगा. So when A completed 3 rounds, Sunil completed 2 rounds. That means completing 3 rounds means A is at the starting point. Completing 2 rounds means Sunil is at the starting point. That means they met at the starting point for the first time when Anil completed 3 rounds and Sunil completed 2 rounds. They met for the first time when Anil completed 3 rounds and Sunil completed 2 rounds. Question says, ratio of their speeds is 15, 10 and 8. So can I say the speed of Ravi is 8? So the ratio of their speeds is 15 is to 10 is to 8. But when this is divided by 5, it becomes 3. This is divided by 5, it becomes 2. So this divided by 5 would become 8 by 5. इसका मतलब by the time these two people met at the starting point, Ravi has completed 8 by 5 rounds. And one round is of 3 kilometers. So how much has he covered? 8 by 5 into 3, that is 24 by 5. And 24 by 5 is 4.8 kilometers. A option is the right answer. Now I am sure you all can see how easy the question has become because we just did it by using ratios. Please do press the like button अगर आपको समझ आया तो, या मुझे chat box में बताओ आपको अच्छा लगा तो, ठीक है? Because I really find these solutions good enough to understand because how much time does they take? I mean अगर इस तरह का solution मेरे पास है question exam में करने के लिए, I can save so much of time, right? Even if I do this method in 4 or 5 questions, probably the time saved by those, I can do 3 more questions. That takes me from 95 to 99 percentile probably, right? That is the difference between them. So I'm sure समझ आया है आपको. मैं फिर बता देता हूँ एक बार, as Vicky says, even कमरानुल भी कह रहे हैं तो मैं बोल देता हूँ दोबारा एक बार. First of all, when would two people meet at the starting point again? Two people meet at the starting point again when they both have completed an integral number of rounds for the first time. तो हमने देखा Anil and Sunil, their ratio of their speeds is 15 and 10. इसका मतलब when Anil completes 15 rounds, Sunil completes 10 rounds. Just find out the lowest possible ratio of that. That is 3 is to 2, which tells you when Anil completed 3 rounds, Sunil completed 2 rounds, and this is the first time when they reached at the starting point. अब ratio of their speeds is 15 is to 10 is to 8. But जब Anil 3 कर लेगा, that is 1/5 of 15, Sunil 2 कर लेगा 1/5 of 10. By the same time, Ravi कितना कर लेगा? 1/5 of 8. And 1/5 of 8 is 8 by 5 rounds. One round is of 3 kilometers. सो किलोमीटर्स में कितना कवर कर चुका होगा 8/5 into 3 which gives you 24/5 or 4.8 kilometers. So that is the answer for this question. I'm sure all of you understood this question now. So we'll move forward to next question, that is question number 4. A question from CAT 2019 slot 1. We just discussed a solution for this question and I'm sure that all of you would be able to answer this question by that method only. जैसे हमने क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 किया है बिल्कुल वैसे ही क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 होगा. तो करके बताइए क्या आंसर आता है. अच्छा सूरज भी डिड 8/5 बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली द रेशियो वाज 15:10:8. अगर मैं 15 और 10 को 5 से डिवाइड करके 3 और 2 बना रहा हूं तो मुझे 8 को भी तो 5 से डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा ना. आई मीन इन द टाइम अनिल कंप्लीट्स 15 राउंड्स, सुनील कंप्लीट्स 10 राउंड्स, रवि कंप्लीट्स 8. तो जब अनिल ने 3 किए होंगे 1/5 ऑफ 15, तो रवि ने भी तो 1/5 ऑफ 8 किए होंगे और सुनील ने 1/5 ऑफ 10. It's the same question that we just discussed, but I still have not seen any answer. I was expecting a very quick answer for this question. अभी हमने क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 पढ़ा है, बिल्कुल सेम वही क्वेश्चन है. Understand this logically and you would be able to do it pretty fast. Chaliye, I think we have to start doing now. In a race of 3 horses, the first beat the second by 11 and the third by 90. The second beat the third by 80. What was the length in meters of the race course? So I see the answer of Vicky now. He says 880. So let me see what is the correct answer. And Shreyans says 100 meters. Okay. So he says in the race, the first beats the second by 11 meters. So here is the first horse which beats the second by 11 meters. So the gap between first and second is 11 meters. And third by 90 meters. So the third is beaten by 90. So can I say the gap between second and third is 79? Because first ने third को 90 से beat किया. So second is 11 behind. So third would be another 79 behind the first one. If the second beat the third by 80. So second beat the third by 80. Second beat the third by 80. So what is the length of the race? बिल्कुल वही करना है जो थोड़ी देर पहले किया था. Look at these two situations. This is situation number 1 and this is situation number 2. Right? The gap has increased from 79 to 80. That means the gap has increased by 1. To make that gap, B had to run 11 kilometers. Right? The second one has to run 11 kilometers. So the second horse had to run 11 to create a gap of 1. So to create a gap of overall 80, how much he would have to run? 11 into 80, that is 880. So yes, Vicky is correct. 880 meters is the correct answer. Even Razib got it correct. 880. सिंपल क्वेश्चन हो गया ना. अब तो ऐसे तरीके से आराम से हो जा रहा है. सर स्पीड इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू डिस्टेंस, इसलिए आप स्पीड को डिस्टेंस के रेशियो में ले रहे हैं. हाँ जी सूरज, क्योंकि वो डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होते हैं for the same time. Got my point everyone? बिल्कुल वैसा ही सॉल्यूशन है ना जो सेकंड हम लोगों ने किया था. There is no difference between the two. So I expected a few more answers, but somehow only 2 people gave the correct answer. And Shreyans, I'm sure you got your mistake. ये गैप वाला मेथड जब है तो अच्छा, लेकिन फिर भी 2 ही लोगों ने आंसर दिया. थोड़ा सरप्राइजिंग था. I was expecting more answers for this method. मुझे लग रहा था मैं कराऊंगा, तुम लोग बोले अरे भाई साहब मजा आ गया, तो क्या पढ़ाया है, लेकिन अब कर ही नहीं पा रहे हो क्वेश्चंस उस पे. चलिए जी, लेट्स मूव अहेड, आगे बढ़ते हैं इससे. लेट्स कम टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 नाउ. इट्स अ क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम कैट 2019 स्लॉट 2. Let's do this. Oh, KJ Farmi, sorry, I have already moved on to the next question. I just saw your message. But actually, this method we discussed at question number 2 and question number 4, and both the times we discussed it. So I'm sure you can find it later on as well. तो आपको समझ आ जाएगा method. विकी अभी तो मतलब एकदम से तो नहीं कर पाऊंगा फ्रेम ना, बट आई ट्राई, अगर बाद में कर पाया तो कभी दूंगा क्वेश्चंस. Okay, everyone, I think we can start doing this question as well now. Two ends A and B start from a point P on a circle at the same time. So let us say this is the circle. Okay, so this is point P. So two point ends start from point P. With A moving clockwise and B moving anti-clockwise. So ठीक है जी. So A is moving clockwise and B is moving anti-clockwise. They meet for the first time at 10 a.m. when A has covered 60% of the track. So let us say they meet here when A has covered 60% of the track. So of course B would have covered 40% of the track, right? And they meet here at 10 a.m. If A returns to P at 10:12 a.m. so A यहाँ पे वापस आ गया है 10:12 पे. So when B returns to P in what time? This is what the question is asking you. Razib has already given the answer as 10:27. Even Vicky says 10:27. So let me see what is the correct answer for this question. So can I say when A covered 60% of the track, B covered 40% of the same track, right everyone? I hope this is clear. When A covered 60% of the track, then B covered 40% of the track. A covered from the clockwise direction, B covered from the anti-clockwise direction. At 10 a.m. they reached here. After that he says that A reached the finish line at 10:12. So can I say that A covered 40% in a total of 12 minutes? Right everyone? A covered 40% in a total of 12 minutes because आगे का जो distance बचा हुआ था that was 40%. So A has covered 40% in only 12 minutes. If A covers 40% in 12 minutes, can I say he would be able to cover 60% in 18 minutes? Right? He would be able to cover 60%. Basically, this is 1.5 times. So, of course, this would also become 1.5 times. So, if A covers 40% of the distance in 12 minutes, he would cover 60% of the distance in 18 minutes. Right? And if he is able to cover 60% of the distance in 18 minutes, that means B would be able to cover 40% in 18 minutes because time taken by him to cover 60% is the same as time taken by B to cover 40%. जितने टाइम में A 60% कवर कर रहा है उतने ही टाइम में B जो है he is covering 40%. अब वो क्वेश्चन पूछ कर रहा है आपसे when would B return at P? So to return at P, B has to cover this 60%. So if B covers 40% in 18 minutes, in what time he would be able to cover 60%? अब फिर से ये इसका 1.5 times है, इसका मतलब he would take 1.5 times of it. 1.5 times of it is 27 minutes. So therefore B would be coming back to this point at 10:27. So the answer is option A. समझ गए बात? एक बार फिर बोलता हूं मैं, अंकित हैज आल्सो गॉट द राइट आंसर एज 10:27. फिर बोलता हूं, A came from the anti-clockwise direction, A came from the clockwise direction, B came from the anti-clockwise. B ने कवर किया उधर से 40%, A ने कवर किया इधर से 60%. So I can say that A covers 60% in the same time in which B covers 40%. जितनी देर में A 60% कवर करता है, उतनी ही देर में B 40% कवर करता है, राइट? अब उसके बाद A reached the finish line in another 12 minutes. तो A ने तो बचा हुआ 40% किया. So he covered 40% in 12 minutes. इसका मतलब उसने जो पहले वाला 60% किया होगा, he must have done that 60% in what time? 1.5 times of 12. That is equal to 18 minutes. अब 18 मिनट्स में वो जितना करता है उतना ही B करता है, 40% 18 मिनट्स में. लेकिन B को बचा हुआ 60% करना है. सो वो 60% कितनी देर में करेगा? फिर से 18 का 1.5 हमने कर दिया, that is 27 minutes. So we got the answer as option A. This is one way of doing this question. एक और तरीका मैं आपको बताता हूं क्वेश्चन को करने का, वो ये, यहां पे सर्कुलर का तो कोई रोल ही नहीं है एक तरह से. अगर मैं सर्कल को यहां से कट करके और वापस ओपन कर दूं, सो कहने से इट वुड बी लुकिंग लाइक दिस. सर्कल को ओपन करोगे तो द ओनली डिफरेंस इज इट वुड लुक लाइक दैट ए इज कमिंग फ्रॉम दिस डायरेक्शन एंड बी इज कमिंग फ्रॉम दिस डायरेक्शन. इज दैट राइट? सोच के देखे जरा एक बार. From point P, one guy is coming in this direction, one is coming in this direction. When you open them, it looks like he is coming from here and he is coming from here. Is that right? सही कह रहा हूं ना मैं? ऐसा लगेगा एक आदमी इधर से आ रहा है और एक आदमी इधर से आ रहा है. He says they दोनों एक पॉइंट पे आके मिले, और जिस भी पॉइंट पे आके मिले, ये पॉइंट यहां से 60% दूर था. If this point is 60% away from here, so this point would be 40% away from here. So I can say speed of A is to speed of B is equal to 60% by 40%, which is equal to 3/2. And after meeting here, A को 12 मिनट और लगे हैं वहां तक जाने में, B को कितना टाइम लगा है ये क्वेश्चन में आपसे पूछ रहा है. आपको याद होगा, we have done this concept in the first class as well of TSD. ठीक है, that when two people meet at a point and after meeting they take some time to reach their destinations, then the ratio of their speeds is the स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ द रेशियो ऑफ देयर टाइम्स. राइट? याद है ये चीज? दो लोग एक पॉइंट पे मिलते हैं, मिलने के बाद अगर इतना टाइम ले रहे हैं, व्हाट इज द रेशियो ऑफ देयर स्पीड्स? इसका मतलब 9/4 इज इक्वल टू T/12. क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर दो तो आपके पास T की वैल्यू आ जाएगी 27 मिनट्स. सो द टाइम टेकन बाय B to reach the finish line is 27 minutes. So that means also you can say 10:27 is the answer. अब ये वो चीज है जो हमने इसके पहले वाले लेक्चर में पढ़ी है. आप जाएंगे अगर उस पे, मूव टू दैट एंड यू विल फाइंड वी हैव डन at least 2 questions based upon this concept there as well, because CAT has asked questions on those. Now it looks like a circular races question, लेकिन अगर आप ओपन करके चेक करोगे आपको लगेगा क्वेश्चन वही है. The two people start at the same time towards each other, they meet at a point. मिलने के बाद एक आदमी 12 मिनट ले रहा है, दूसरा कितना ले रहा है, एंड रेशियो ऑफ देयर स्पीड्स इज 3/2. तो बस उसका यूज कर लो. Ratio of the speeds is square root of the reciprocal of the ratio of their times. Use that, you will get the answer as 27 minutes. That was question number 5. So we'll move forward. फटाफट आगे चलते हैं. That to question number 6. So question number 6 on your screen is here now from CAT 2018 slot 1. I would try to see some answers before I start discussing this question as well. Any answer? So I think we can start discussing it now. Okay. So what does the question say? Let's have a look at this. Point P lies between point A and B such that the length of BP is thrice that of AP. So let me make that. So ये हम लोगों ने बना दिया इधर. So this is point A, this is point B. P lies somewhere in between such that the length of BP is thrice that of AP. So let's say this is P. So can I say if this distance is D, this distance is 3D, right everyone? अगर ये distance D हुआ तो उधर वाला हो जाएगा 3D. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Car 1 starts from point A and move towards B. So car 1 starts from here. Simultaneously car 2 starts from point B and move towards A. तो ये यहां से शुरू करती है. Car 2 reaches P 1 hour after car 1 reaches P. Okay. So Ankit has got the answer as 12 minutes. Let's have a look at this. Vicky got 24. देखते हैं. If the speed of car 2 is half that of car 1, इसकी स्पीड मान लीजिए आपके पास s है, तो इसकी स्पीड है s divided by 2, then the time in minutes taken by car 1 in reaching P from A. Okay. बहुत अच्छा सॉल्यूशन दूंगा. I'm sure you would like it. Let us say the time taken by car 1 to reach P from A is T. So basically this is what the question is asking us, right? What is the time in minutes taken by car 1 in reaching P from A? Time taken by car 1 in reaching P from A. I am assuming that as T. इसका मतलब car 1 जो है, it travels D distance in T time. Can I say car 1 would have traveled 3D distance in 3T time? Is that right? If car 1 travels 3D distance, it would be traveling it in 3T time. But this 3D is to be traveled by car 2. And car 2 has a speed half of car 1. So can I say time taken by car 2 would be actually double of it, that is equal to 60? Is that right? Car 2 का time जो होगा, that will be equal to 60. So car 1 takes T time to reach P, car 2 takes 60 times to reach P. He says the gap between them is 1 hour. यही तो लिखा हुआ है. Car 2 reaches 1 hour after car 1. So 60 minus T is equal to 1 hour, or you can say 60 minutes. So what is T? T is equal to 12 minutes. और यही तो question आपसे पूछ रहा है, that what is the time taken by car 1 to reach P? The answer is 12 minutes. So 12 minutes is the correct answer. I mean solution देख के आपको लग रहा होगा that it is so easy, right? Where do we get wrong? We get it wrong when we start by this statement rather than starting by this statement. I'm sure आप में से कुछ लोगों ने शायद ये मिस्टेक की होगी कि शुरुआत इससे की हो. The time taken by them is t hours, तो इसका टाइम ले लिया होगा t plus 1 hours, and after that we start making equation something like d by s is equal to t, d by s by 2 is equal to t plus 1, something of that sort, and then we try to solve by that. But you see how easy the question can be solved just without even taking any variables. अब मैं s और d का actually I am not using it, I am just showing it to you. I am saying, फिर एक बार मैं repeat कर देता हूं. From point A to P, let us say the distance is to be covered in t minutes. So from point B to P, how much time would it be taken? अब अगर same speed होती तो distance triple था, it would have taken 3t, but speed is half है तो double time लग गया, that is 60. अब 60 और t का डिफरेंस इज गिवन है 60 मिनट्स, दैट इज 1 आवर, तो वहां से t आ गया 12 मिनट्स, और t ही वो आपसे पूछ रहा था. सो 12 मिनट्स इज द टाइम टेकन बाय द कार 1 टू रीच p फ्रॉम a. सो 12 मिनट्स इज द आंसर. आई एम श्योर ऑल ऑफ यू गॉट इट नाउ. यस, अब सबको समझ आ गया है. Amit has a doubt problem. Razib, you have a problem. Razib says yes, it is clear. Amit, I hope it is clear. And KGF Army, I'm sure that now this is clear to you as well. So we'll move forward now to the last question of the day, which is from IIFT. So these 6 questions that we have discussed till now, they are all from CAT. We are moving on to IIFT question now. So let's have a look at this last question of the day, and the question is here on your screen. Okay, let's start doing it now. Two cities, Mathura and Agra, which are 48 kilometers apart, are located on the bank of river Yamuna. So this is Mathura, this is Agra. They are 48 kilometers apart. A motorboat goes from Mathura to Agra and returns back as soon as possible. So this is the motorboat, right? So whatever it is, it goes from here and then it comes back. यहाँ जाने के बाद वापस आते. Yamuna flows at the river of 6 km per hour. So the flow is at 6 km per hour. It can be in either direction. Currently, he has not told us in which direction Yamuna is flowing. The motorboat completes the trip from Mathura to Agra and back in not more than 6 hours. So now, I do not know the speed of the motorboat. Let us say that speed is equal to S. So can I say the motorboat would cover 48 at a speed of S plus 6, and then it would cover 48 at a speed of S minus 6. This is the total time taken by the motorboat. He says it is not more than 6. Not more than 6 matlab either it is 6 or less than 6. Either it is 6 or less than 6. So assuming the motorboat does not halt at Agra, what should be the minimum speed of the motorboat in still water? We want to find the minimum value of S. So can I say at the minimum value of S, it will come out to be exactly equal to 6? Because if it goes slightly below S, it will become above 6, and above 6 is not allowed. So simple सी बात ये है, when the time taken is the maximum possible, in that case you have speed as the minimum possible. So maximum possible time taken is 6. So minimum possible speed उसी पे आएगी जब time 6 होगा. So 48 by S plus 6 plus 48 by S minus 6 is equal to 6. At these situations, do not make an equation and solve. Use options. सीधा कैसे? 16 put करो. 16 plus 6 22. 22 does not divide 48. भूल जाओ. Use 18. 18 plus 6 24. 24 से 48 2 पे divide हुआ. 18 minus 6 12. 12 से 48 4 पे divide हुआ, and that makes it 6. This is your answer. It is always advisable at this stage just to put some numbers, and if the options are there, nothing like that. अगर options नहीं होते, then probably we would have made some equations. Otherwise मैं तो तब भी यही कहता, just find out two factors of 48 which can add up to 6. तो 2 और 4 आपको दिख जाते हैं. दो factors ऐसे हैं. 2 कब बनेगा? When you divide by 24. 4 कब बनेगा? When you divide by 12. And they should differ by 6 and minus 6. That means 12. तो इसका मतलब 18 की स्पीड बनेगी. This is 18 plus 6. This is 18 minus 12. But वो तब when options are not there, then you have to put a lot of mind into it. यहाँ तो करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Options are already given to you. Just try by putting and you will get the answer by that only. Okay. So that was the last question of the day. That's a question from IIFT 2021, and I'm sure that you have got an idea of this as well. So anyways, Ankit, Suraj and Amit had got the right answer for this question. I'm sure all of you have understood this solution now. So that was the last one. So please, as I said, that if you have understood these solutions, you like these sessions, please do press the like button as well. That is the only fee that you have to pay for all of these sessions. Okay guys, that's all from my side. So if any one of you is appearing for CAT 2022, this is all that we are giving in our CAT 2022 comprehensive program. So everything which is written on the screen would be available to you, and please press the like button, comment on it, whatever you want from us, share it with the other people who are appearing for CAT, and subscribe to BYJU'S Exam Prep channel. We are on all these media handles which are there. Okay, so thank you very much guys. That's all for today. So have a good day now. We'll see you soon in the next class on the next Thursday. Till then, bye bye and take care all of you. Good day. Bye bye.